Do you know that there are a few reading materials that can be divided into? People often think that reading only requires books, but we can also read magazines,
comics, poetry, catalogs, recipes, newspapers, and many more.
Yet, there are still some people who find reading boring.
By the end of the video, we hope we get to convince you to start practicing reading as a habit. We target to change your negative perspective towards reading. We aim to provide suggestions on how to cultivate reading habits among the society. And we get to raise awareness about reading culture to help our future generations.
Hence, our team has conducted a survey to observe people's interest towards reading using Instagram polls. We also would like to figure out why some people find reading boring.
Here are some of the responses. They feel sleepy. It makes them confused. It's hard for them to imagine it. And one more, they can't relate themselves to the book.
This may happen when readers choose the genre they possibly are not really into. This also can be hard for them to concentrate and enjoy their reading material. Other than that, it is also important for you to figure out and know the difference between
fiction and non-fiction.
Fiction refers to reading materials created based on the imagination of the authors. These are the examples of fiction books: fantasy, horror, and romance. Next, non-fiction. Non-fiction refers to reading materials that are based on factual stories focused on actual events and people. Let's take a look at some of the examples of non-fiction books that are written by our talented local authors.
I see. Now I understand why some people find reading as something tedious. Worry not though, we are here to suggest some useful ways to overcome this issue together.
Let's take a look at how to increase reading habits among teenagers. First of all, start reading from the topic of your interest. You can begin by selecting books that are closely related to your passion, then committing to reading at a certain period each day. Secondly, find a good place to read. A good reading space can increase the reader's interest and encourage in developing important skills of reading and writing. Last but not least, identify your preference between physical book or ebook. Some people enjoy ebooks as they are digital, which means with ebooks, it can fit the entire library into a single electronic reader.
Those are the ways for teenagers. How about for children? Telling bedtime stories. Most children hate bedtime, but you can use this to your advantage. Lie down with them and allow your child to choose a short story of their choice. If they choose a long one, that will be even better. Secondly, take trips to the library. Library is a great place to explore new books and authors for free. Many libraries have story hours or other literacy programs for kids. Trips to the library give your child a chance to develop good reading habits and to see other kids doing the same thing. Next, you can start with a picture book. Picture books are usually the first choice for kids, mostly because of the pictures, but also because the stories are short and easy to follow. By connecting the images on the page with the words, it helps children understand the words. J.K. Rowling once said, "If you don't like to read, you haven't found the right book." Have you found your book? We hope that we succeeded changing your perspective towards reading.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.